No.
All right. So episode 4 of Street Rats. You all are still in the floating city, or are you not?
We are in New Thalicia.
Okay, so you all are in New Thalicia with the library books.
Yeah.
There are tables laid out there with books on them and people like all over the place reading.
Yeah, I would have been in there with Zaffron going over the pertinent law books and trying to figure out strategy for the courtroom that was brought to us. So basically having like minions going through each book and then bringing us the important ones. So we don't have to read every single book.
Okay.
I would probably read a few of them as well. Just because I'm inquisitive.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably bored.
You have 6 months of reading. Easy at least.
Yeah, no, Kareem would get bored after the first hour and then go see Omega.
All right.
Message me when you're done.
But you all spend your time in New Thalicia reading the books and spending time with Omega. It takes 6 months, but you all comb through every book and it's pretty standard law stuff.
It's nothing that surprises us or anything that could get us in trouble with the court proceedings. Any what's the word?
Loopholes.
Any loopholes or any customs we absolutely need to follow to not get like the case thrown out or anything like that. Just normal stuff.
Yeah, just normal stuff.
Okay. I just want to make sure there wasn't any like weird like Kyrnos custom. I imagine other than, be respectful to the king, which is going to be hard. But
I'd actually have to talk to Sin about that, honestly. And I talked to Sin about other stupid stuff instead of that. It's my bad. I deeply apologize.
That's good.
All about the law books and just went straight to what we were doing.
And so it has begun.
Fuck it. We do finish. I will message everyone telling them that we are done and that we're going to start the process of moving them all back to the floating city.
Okay.
Before the sun rises over there.
I will help with the moving, but I will do alternate form to just a random grunt. So I don't look like anything that anyone would notice.
Okay. There's actually still the doorway that you all left open, so you can just wheel them back in and put all the books back where they belong. Margaret helps you all and makes sure that it goes back in the right order, exactly how it was when you all took it. And
Kareen would do his best once she's moved away from a section to just move a few books into different places.
Okay, that'll piss her off later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not like a whole lot, but like that everyone and every now and then that will just make her tick and go, hang on a minute. Swear I did this section.
Okay.
Move them all back.
Okay.
So it shouldn't take long.
No, it takes like 30 minutes total to get all of these books back on their shelves.
And then I would go find Kareen or I don't know who he is right now, but
Obviously.
uh, message him, figure out where he is, and triangulate him through all of the other minions. So
I would close my eyes and imagine that I'm somewhere else. So my thoughts would think that they're somewhere else. And then I'd walk over. Well, hello.
yeah, I'm trying to be helpful. Difficult.
Hey, I helped. I put books back.
No, look, do you remember what you came to talk to me about the other night after your drink?
About doing the heist, and me and Sin did it. Seth did it.
And your mother?
Maybe?
You mentioned her vaguely. I promised I'd help you find her. But we were stuck with the problem that you didn't know her name.
Also, from how I recall it, it was more you were asking if I wanted to find her, and I wasn't sure.
Fair. Well, I might have a way for you to do so if you wish.
Curious.
So I was talking to Zaffron about other things that don't matter. And he brought up the fact
Insight check. No, I'm messing with you.
He brought up the fact that there are books in hell of pretty much everyone who has any ties, which
could lead me to find her real name.
That you, through me, have ties to hell. So even though we don't know her name, we can't find her book. We should be able to find your book, which could potentially have your mother's name in it.
It could do. That could be useful.
So that option is there.
I have something that I'm really curious about. Do you remember the guy that gave us a half a robot army?
Spectre.
Yes.
I remember.
He's been very quiet.
He has. Are you worried?
I just look at her blankly and just tilt my head.
Or are you more frustrated?
The worried side is Bula. The frustrated side would be me. The other side, he's just looking into a mirror right now, but let's not talk about that.
I mean, what are the chances that he just decided we weren't worth it?
The fact that we followed his plans so quickly.
Maybe we scared him.
To be fair, I have been thinking that. And we did send some of the street rats to the capital. Maybe they got some information about him. No, it'd be very difficult, but still. We could do a reconnaissance mission.
Where?
Where do you think?
I'm sorry. I actually believe you're suggesting we go to the...
Well, he came to our city. We might as well do
See,
do
there's
it in
one tiny
return.
sort of problem there. When he came to Napoli, no one was trying to kill him. I'm
Yeah.
sure if the king was given a chance, he'd just wipe us off the face of the earth.
We can be sneaky about it.
Possibly. Is it worth the risk, though?
A guy that got influence in our city that quickly when there was only a little bit of discontent in Bray, but let's be honest, he was an idiot. Still, the fact he could influence one idiot that quickly, there's power there that we should worry about. maybe getting any information on him is a good thing.
I know.
I'm sort of content letting him stay quiet. But we can look more into it to make sure he's even in the capital.
That is the best option.
So we check in with Ulrich Street Rats. See if
Yeah.
there's anything.
Ulrich.
In the meantime,
I need to go back to Napoli.
well, we definitely have to get out of here.
Oh yeah, we've done enough damage.
Just a little.
Only a tiny little bit. So should we head back to the city?
Good. Margaret,
Yes.
are you staying here? Or are you coming with us?
Let me finish this job out so I at least get paid. I feel like it's a waste of my time if I don't actually get paid for it.
I mean, to be fair, we could probably pay you your lost wages.
Okay.
Yeah, wouldn't it? And no one in the city seems to care about any of these books.
Yeah, they just seem to want to play around on the stairs and run around the balconies or make out in the back room.
The joy of the rich. And you just like,
Let me pack my bags and I'll be there.
Perfect. We'll wait for you.
And you see her wave her hand at a wall that just had a painting on it, and the painting shimmers away and opens up to like a small living quarter, a little bed and a little kitchenette. Yeah. Yeah, hang on. What was I saying?
She moved the paint, or she
Oh
waved
yeah,
around,
and then there was a little kitchenette and a bed, and she pulls out a suitcase from underneath the bed and points to a shelf across from the room, and books start dancing off the shelves into her suitcase.
Can I just do a quick glance and see if I recognize any titles?
They are all the books with blank titles and blank bindings.
Are they all like really fancy books, or like do they look well used?
Very fancy.
Very fancy.
In fact, all it says on them is you'll want to sit down for this. On each of them.
Those books you were talking about.
And she smiles and she says, "They're my favorites. They have to go with me.
Oh, of course.
Anywhere I go, I set up a." But she packs those in like no other clothing. Like she doesn't have any other clothing there.
Oh.
And she has 3 suitcases that are extremely heavy that she picks up like they were featherweights. And she puts one on her back and carries the other 2 and says, "I'm ready."
Perfect. So you have to make a decision then. Would you like to come with us to Napoli? Or someone more magical or time goes a little bit different?
Ooh.
In a world where there is no king, in a world where there is no disorder,
And there's lots of books.
all the books you could ever imagine,
Well then,
and all the time in the world to read them.
I'm interested. Let's do it.
Well, I have to give you this. I pull out one of the badges. I want to wear this.
She puts it on.
A day out here is a year within this world.
What?
That'll keep you from aging past your time.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
No, we've still got the door to News Alicia. This way?
And she walks through, and when she steps through, she goes,
Welcome to New Felicia,
"Thank you.
a world where the old gods are ever present.
Now please show me the library."
That's right.
All right.
I'll poke my head through the door and be like, so shall I take this down and I'll meet you back at the city?
Do that, yes.
Okay.
I'll take her to the library.
All right.
and I'll take the door down once everyone's gone through and teleport back.
Right. It folds up into a little bitty cube
Mhm.
and fits in your pocket.
Yep.
She is just in awe. And then it's like she can sense it. That one book that you have, she sees it from a mile away. She goes straight through it and says, "Oh my God, I've never read this one."
Found it in Napali at one point. It's a lot.
Oh,
It's darker than the ones you described.
oh, they're all pretty dark.
I'm pretty sure I know the person that book is about. Barry, reading it.
Okay. So
Be prepared to fly.
Ooh. Ooh.
But you can have your own home. There are plenty of empty ones. Be sure to get you your own place, and someone can help you build a new wardrobe, and anything else you might need is here.
She looks fine in her clothes.
No, just if you wanted one. No, you look perfect.
She president's dissertations herself. And she was like, "These are..."
Just if you wanted. I'm a bit of a clothing whore, so
I'm very simplistic.
that's perfectly fine. Is anything else you might need? Just find either Ray or Sin, and they will get you whatever you need.
Okay, Ray or Sin.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm probably going to be here for the time being.
Perfect. I don't actually think we have a librarian yet, and if we do, then you're the new one anyway. And I just look over to some minion that's been running the library, and I shoo them out. Yeah, oh my God. It's just rude. I don't say that shit.
Under their breath where you can't hear it, they do. Rude.
Oh man.
So again, fair warning, you'll watch everyone around you age quickly. Some people might come in and out of the world that's vastly older than last time you saw them. Or younger. I don't know, that's weird.
She just smiles and points to her
I
ears.
understand, which is from the capital where most people will.
This is true. This is true.
Most people here are human for the most part. There's a few outliers, but
I kind of expected that, not being in the capital. I just felt like I'd be around others that would make me feel ancient.
and I wouldn't have told her Sin. He's not going by Sin. Isn't his name Killian?
Yeah.
Sorry, I would have said Killian. I knew that.
There you go.
Killian
That's what I was
Array.
about to say.
Nope, Killian Array. Yep.
Because in the back of her head, she was like, "Oh, really?
Nope, Killian.
Okay.
Ask Killian.
Okay."
None of that happened. Lord.
Right.
No, outside of Ellen and Ray, they're the only elves that I know of here. Oh, and Ray's sort of girlfriend person, I don't know.
I don't know if he's a human.
Really?
Yeah. Humans is human disguise.
I mean, I knew it was his disguise. I just didn't know he was human.
Yeah. He He looks like a middle-aged human
Oh, I didn't know that
with
either.
like a scruffy beard and stuff.
Apparently I do not.
Elves can't grow facial hair.
Right, okay. Fine. So the only elves you might see are Ray
Okay.
and have family, so. Everyone else is human, devil, Asma, other races of unknown origins, everything.
Okay. Well, that sounds fun. I can't wait to meet everybody. I hope people come to your library.
I'll make sure I do.
Cool. I'll have somebody to talk to then.
All right, I'm gonna go meet up with Scree.
All right. In the city, there is a news story going on all the TVs about the commissioner's position that has been up for a vote of transition of power amongst the people, and how the commissioner, who is not used to the city being a democracy, has been upset, and she's been caught disheveled with like her hair down and messed up and looking very unhappy and not herself. And that you don't hear any sound, you just see on the screen the very disheveled commissioner. And scrolling across the bottom, it says it looks like Adam is leading in the polls.
Upon hearing this news, I am going to message every manager of all my establishments to arrange a day of celebration. So pretty much everyone has the day off.
All right. It's like there's one guy, one Bob, that turns to everybody and says, I'm going to handle the decorations. You all just go enjoy yourself. And the rest of the Bobs go, really? And he's like, yeah. Arms up.
Okay. Nope, it wasn't that.
Yeah, I remembered like all the Bobs, like this is like all of their businesses as well now closed for the day as well. So shit ton of people just go have a day to themselves. They'll still get paid and everything.
They all cheer and like high five each other and salute you and they start chanting, he's a jolly good fella, he's a jolly good fella. And there's a huge party at all your facilities, and they're at each facility that you own, or each your restaurants, your hotels, and your casino. There's one Bob in each of them that has taken on the responsibility of getting food and decorations and everything, and is just setting it up for this huge celebration. And the rest of your Bobs are breaking out the alcohol.
Okay. Yeah, sweet.
What is the drinking age in Napoli?
Whatever age we declared, wasn't it? It wasn't like really young. It was like 16.
No. Yeah.
I can go 16.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, it's always great when the bed.
Anyway, teenagers are taking over.
Yeah.
They have taken over. They just don't know it yet.
This is true. This is true. But you all have empowered the young.
Yeah.
It's always great when the poking of a bear pokes in the last breath out of them.
But I'll make my way back and apparently come back to parties.
Yeah, literally all of my employees are now off for the day.
Find my way to Korean. So what are we celebrating?
It looks like the vote is in my favor for police commissioner.
I wasn't even aware that's what you were doing.
To be fair, you have been dealing with your fins in hell.
Sort of, yes.
Yes, well, yes, me and Sin set up the fact that we didn't have full power of the sea. So I went for police commissioner. That was the bear I was poking.
And that's our last piece we're missing. So
When the vote is final, yes. Play it nice, give her a good retirement plan and everything.
So as long as Seth and Eve back you up, should be no problem.
Yes, hopefully one day people will respect me like they respect you guys.
I'm sure they will.
It'll take time.
We sort of took advantage of a desperate situation. Our respect was earned, and easier than it probably should have been.
But all of us have done one good for this city.
Of course. Also taken advantage of it, but we've done.
No one needs to know about that.
No, not at all.
Not at all. We didn't harm anyone in the end.
Do you know no one important?
No one important at all.
Didn't deserve it.
Well, no one important.
So, commissioner's on the way. We're putting out feelers for Spectre. What's next?
Anything on your agenda? I know what's on my agenda. We already.
The things on my agenda don't need to come to fruition anytime soon. I'm happy to let them be things in the future. Honestly,
Well, when you guys finally defeat the Bearkin, I have a goal.
that's a long ways off.
Yes.
These court proceedings are going to be temporary. Even if we win, they'll come after us.
If we win, then we will prepare for war.
Oh, of course. The second we are an independent nation, he's just going to declare war on us.
Oh, absolutely. He'll want that power back, even though we're a speck in his eyes.
But what he doesn't know is we have an entire world of an army. And we should keep it that way.
This is true.
And if for some reason we lose the court proceedings, then we bring the war to. And we win our independence however we need to.
Either way, there's going to be a war.
Yes.
Many lives will be lost, but hopefully in the long run, it will be a good thing.
But all those in New Felicia are prepared for that eventuality. I'm sort of hoping that we can get word into the capital and break loyalties there.
When the way that they were at that castle and having no idea on what is on the outside world, and the fact that they just didn't think much about anything apart from their own gains, I don't think we'd be able to break it.
No, but it doesn't have to try. Even if we just break a few soldiers away, that's uncertain soldiers on the battlefield. That's an advantage to us.
Yeah, but to be fair, you saw that some of them soldiers,
Did
even our weakest men would be able to handle them with ease.
that's fair. They were sort of idiots.
Mm.
And his soldiers being ignorant could be a boon for us.
Mhm. They only know their role and that's it.
And they only
encourage,
know victory. What would they do if they're faced with a loss?
we encourage everything for soldiers to use their minds to make the right decisions. They're set in stone the way they work out.
The difference is every one of our soldiers has the potential to be a general. And there's a barely foot soldiers.
Mhm.
So the only pressing matters, I imagine, are our current parental problems.
Yes. I'm just nervous what I will find.
Are you nervous she might not be alive, or are you nervous about who she might be? Or both.
Both. Jinx, you owe me a soda.
If you want, I could go down and check and at the very least make sure she's alive. So at least you have that information.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Do you want to come with me?
Yeah, might as well have a look at my book.
All right. All right, let's go to hell.
Yeah.
I imagine I now have my own personal door now in my dimension.
You have a ring that casts a portal
Perfect.
that you got during your coronation.
Perfect.
And it's a big, whirly, red and black, misty portal. And she just steps right through.
This is actually my first time going to hell, I just remembered.
Is it really?
Yes, it is. I'm like a bit cautious. I look through the portal. Like,
Stick my hand back through. Just my hand.
I get the urge to take my blade out and then just grab her hand.
Pull through
And it,
into my throne room.
the air here, even though you just left the desert, it's hot. It smells of sulfur
Popcorn.
and popcorn.
Popcorn.
And
There's an amusement park literally right outside my throne room. Much
there
love
is.
for me.
It does. You can hear as the roller coaster runs down the hill as fast as it can, and you hear the of trains and tracks and the whirl of the entire amusement park and the games and everything. It's loud.
Yeah. Is this looking out a window and everything?
So
Or is it just it?
Oh,
Huh?
you can't see it?
huh?
I don't know why I said you could see it.
Oh, did you say that?
Maybe I did say here.
I mean, there might be.
I don't know. Who knows?
But is there any windows in the front room?
Sure.
I don't know.
Alright, well, being Kareem's mind, he would be curious about the sounds. Go to a window and then literally just be teleporting about for about a minute or two, looking
no,
at
okay.
Oh,
everything.
I make sure find the nearest guard and make sure they know that there is a. What guise are you in right now?
I would have been Adam before the portal, and then I would have switched to Kareem as soon as I got in.
Make sure the guards know that there's a random,
Half orc.
possibly half orc. Not sure which one he is at the moment. just sort of buzzing about.
Oh,
Don't harm him.
yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right. And get her off, and they go whisper into another guard's ear, and he goes, oh, and then goes off.
That is a slow process.
It's a very slow process.
It's a very slow process.
You teleport into the amusement park, and it's all like lights. It's an amusement park, so there's cotton candy and corn dogs and fried everything.
Being Kareen, I will teleport to every stall and just grab something and teleport to the next stall, grab something, teleport to the next
You
stall.
hear a lot of hey, those require souls.
Keep on teleporting to every stall and grabbing one thing at the same time. And then teleport back to the throne room.
Got some snacks, did you?
This is awesome. And like I pass her like some sweets or something.
You steal these?
Yes.
And I imagine so. They don't take normal currency down here.
Yeah, they were asking for souls.
Hmm.
Yeah, I knew straight away not to do anything about that. Plus, I know you. I'll get away with it. It's fine.
Yes, I made sure that they knew that you weren't to be harmed out there. So you were supposed to be there. Anyway, the library?
Yes. Well, just munching out corn dog.
It's good.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
The library is about, I don't know. You can take a carriage to it.
Yeah, we will.
As per your request, when you look at a guard and say, "My carriage, please," the guard says, "Yes, ma'am," and so runs straight outside, and you hear the horse's name and the clopping of the footsteps, and there you go. You've got two nightmares pulling the most beautiful black carriage that you've ever seen.
Perfect. It's all right.
I will open the door for her. And then just before she's about to get on the step, I'll go in front of her.
Sounds right. That's more what I expected.
Yeah.
That makes the world make so much more sense. Yes.
Yeah.
So follow him in.
Okay. And the carriage brings you to a very tall, spiring building. Building with a spire. There we go. It looks like
A wizard's tower.
an office building.
Oh.
It's in a district of very, very tall skyscrapers in the middle of hell.
Okay.
They are very pointy and jaggedy skyscrapers, not square like the ones on Earth.
This is where all the library is, but it's also where all the lawyers for hell work.
I can understand the corporatism.
Working on redecorating slowly but surely.
We need to work on how to get a message out to people.
They're working on it. They've been well to leader for decades. So.
That's true.
But I
Should
will
we-
lead. Huh?
I'm sure sooner or later you'll modernize the place.
Working on it.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, devils aren't the most willing to change, so I'm having to introduce things slowly.
I would have thought the opposite.
No, they quite like things. They're quite traditionalist, honestly.
No, fair enough. I understand entirely.
I will lead him to the Room of Souls. Books of Souls.
Absolutely. It is a very professional looking room. Lots of leather furniture, couches, comfy chairs, nice like oak tables for like coffee tables to place books on. If you'd rather stand, there's pedestals where books can lay out on top of and be read that way. But there are, as you can see in this picture, not all the shelves are full, but in the real place, all the shelves are full of books.
Mhm.
And there are thousands of books here.
Right, give me a minute. My dad's just going to bed, so I just have to move.
So we're back.
Mhm.
There are many names on these shelves, but they are alphabetical.
What is your last name?
Crap, even I've forgotten. I know.
What is your actual name? You,
Bulat's now frantically in his brain trying to figure it out all out. 1 second.
yes, I don't know any of this.
Neither do I. Oh God, hang on, I have to go through my notes. Pause the recording.
Right. So, your name,
Longtooth.
Longtooth, and your first name?
Corrine.
I don't know which one is actually you.
Just
Longtooth. Oh, right.
looks down to the floor and just like a little tear falls down his cheek.
I'll start looking for his name.
Okay, they are alphabetized by last name,
Mm-hmm. We go to Elf.
and there are many Longtooths.
Kareem.
You have to look through many different shelves. There are at least 4 shelves, but you find in the beginning of it, in the C's, you find Kareem's book.
You want to read it? Do you want me to?
I don't need you to know everything about me.
I'm just going to look at the first page.
I grabbed the book off her.
Lord. So your lineage should be on the first page. That's usually how these books work. So
I start from the back.
Details your most recent events.
So detailing me stealing from a carnival.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Oh, it's up to date. Puts it back to the front.
The very front has a family tree on it.
Okay.
But all of them are crossed out except for your mother.
Well, fair enough. That's understandable the way my father was.
And it's crossed out with like, it looks like heavy red paint.
Yeah.
But your mother's name, I gotta scroll and look at it again. Is Elania, Elania, Sylren, Sylren, Sylren.
Right. That's too many letters too quickly.
I'll type it in Discord.
Thank you.
Go away. Yep. Nope. There we go. Sylren.
Yeah, I guessed, and I was only out by putting a U instead of an E. I was like, might be this. I don't know. Only one letter out.
Hey, you did good.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I try.
Well, now we have a name. So now you need to decide if you want to know more.
Could you grab her book?
You might have one. Depends on how close her Hell considers her connection to you. Or your father, because I imagine he has one. I'm sure he's down here somewhere. You can look. I'll look and see if his mother has a book.
I'll look at my father's.
And there is one. It sticks out like a sore thumb because of the color of the book and the texture of the cover. It looks like moss, like jungle moss.
Interesting. Have her name on it?
It in like gold letters.
Pull it off the shelf. Bring it over. So she does have one.
Yeah, did a
Thin book.
what for Ukra?
Huh?
My father.
He's looking for his father's book.
Oh, yeah. Your father's book is there and it's a very thick book.
Yeah. Oh, here's my father's.
I found your mother's.
Oh, thank you. I was just stares at both the books.
I've never seen a book like that down here. I mean, there's not many.
Makes it more
This
curious.
is new. Such plant life down here.
Apparently there is. makes it more curious to open.
Anyone else you're curious about while we're down here?
We could find specters, but that might not even be his real name.
And then there's no telling if he actually has a connection down here or not.
Mm-hmm. What I'll do is while listening in to you, I'll turn to the back of my father's book.
It says I don't know your father's name. Did you name him?
Yeah, Ukra.
Ukro. Ukro is no longer with us. His body rests at such and such place that you know of.
Yeah, because I necromancy did him back
It
to.
says nothing about the necromancy.
Okay, that's strange.
The book follows the soul.
Ah,
What you did with his body after is the book doesn't care about.
okay. Well, that's all I needed to know. Just in case, you know.
No, if you had a book down here and your mother had enough of a connection to you, or possibly to have one here, you know who else might have one down here?
No idea.
Omega might have one. With answers for her.
She might have one, but she might not because she has come from a different place. It may only put her for the past couple of years.
It's possible. But what's shot? Do you know her full name?
I only know her as Omega.
That's fair.
Oh, like straight away, I'll message Omega. What's your last name?
I don't know that. I've never, I don't think I have a last name.
Is there a section for people that don't have last names? Like, there's just, like, I imagine there's some races and cultures that don't have last names for their people. Is there a section of just singular names?
When you go to look for it, you're actually noticing, hey, some of these books only have one name.
You're actually paying more attention to the books.
Down here.
There's books.
I understand that. I understand that.
I haven't even had a chance to look at my book, like, let alone other people's.
Upon hearing that, I will look for her book.
Do you know my last name?
Oh, god damn, no.
I go out with luck. It's in a safe. Do you really think the ruler of hell just leaves the book lying around for any person to wander in and read their life?
Ah, damn. There goes my fun.
I'm curious, though. You can look for Omegas. I'll go put mine out.
Okay. I'll go to the O's and look.
Omega's book is as small as your mother's book. And you know the color of her skin?
Mm-hmm.
It is that same color.
Ah, sea blue.
Yes.
Let's see. Yeah.
It has, her name is not in gold or black letters like some of the books you all have found today, but instead they are an iridescent blue color. Blue to purple.
Okay.
I'll go over to the rug in the middle of the floor and roll it back. Fold the floorboards up there to where the safe is underneath the floor. Which has, I made sure people came in and my book, my father's book, my mother's book, Michael's book, are all in there. And Father Coyle's book, all in there.
Okay.
It's
All different in some kind of way.
I was gonna say, when as soon as I see her lift the rug up, I will duplicate, and the other duplicate will be around her, just trying to distract her. And as soon as she opens the safe, I'm gonna try and grab her book.
I don't even know what to tell y'all to roll.
I'm gonna teleport. I'm gonna try and sleight of hand and stealth.
So I guess he's stealthing, I'm perceptioning.
Okay, yeah, do that.
Well, I know how high your perception is.
Not on Lilith. That's Aurora.
Oh, is it Aurora? Oh, I might
Yeah,
have
Aurora
to-
has like a 130 perception.
So,
Hey.
so is it stealth or sleight of hand?
This is sleight of hand,
Yeah,
isn't it?
sleight of
Try to
hand.
steal something? Yeah.
Stealth, just sleight of hand.
Well,
Yep. 86.
51.
Yes.
You grab a black book.
Okay.
When you read the title, it's not the one you wanted, though.
Oh. Is it Michael's?
No.
No.
It's black, it's probably my father's.
Yes.
Oh.
There are 2 black books in the stack.
And I grabbed the
You have-
one. Yeah, grab the wrong one.
You grab the thicker one.
Yeah.
Try.
I don't want to open this because that's your dad's privacy. That's something completely
Oh, but
different.
my privacy is perfectly fine to break.
Absolutely. You were looking over my shoulder while I was looking in my book.
No, I wasn't.
Really?
A little.
I'll
Nothing
hand,
secret in here.
I'll hand her the
I don't
book.
think. You just put it back in there.
Yeah, well, we'll put it back.
I pull mine out. I'm not really sure what I'm expecting to see. I know my life. I know what's happened. But I open it anyway. Start looking through it.
I'll look through Omega's, like the beginning.
Well, actually, I do look at my family tree and see if there's any lineage on either of my parents' sides going back. Like if I have grandparents, aunts, uncles, anything like that.
Your cover doesn't have a family tree on it. Your inside cover doesn't have a family tree on it. Instead, it's a beautiful picture of wings that, depending on how you look at it, are either the most beautiful blue you've ever seen or the darkest black you've ever seen. And it's not like when you tilt it, it changes colors. It's literally 1 second you're looking at it and it changes colors on you. And all it says is the daughter of hell.
I guess the book also agrees that my family isn't important.
Yeah, good family tree. I'll open Omega's at the beginning.
The very beginning of her book has a very small family tree in a language you can't read.
Really?
Yes.
That's one of the languages I requested. Or was it?
Alien language?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
well, then you can read it.
yeah. Thanks.
I haven't created her parents' name yet, so
That's fine.
but it's just her parents and 2 sets of grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
And they're very strange names. They're hard to pronounce. You try to pronounce them and completely butcher the pronunciation. And
I can never get it right.
but do you flip to the next page?
I've just to find out what went on before.
The next page has a very detailed drawing of an explosion
Okay.
and what looks like it's obviously a planet exploding.
Mm-hmm.
Of it are on the outer sides of the page, and then it's just the most intricate drawing of flames and,
Mm-hmm.
and carnage.
Yeah. Okay. I'll keep reading.
The next page, on one side, it has what you now know is her spaceship. And on the next page, it starts with words. And it gives a very detailed description of her crash landing here.
So I was right. Basically, what I thought was actually true of her. Her history in hell doesn't start until she's in the realm.
Makes sense.
But it did detail that her planet has exploded, so there was no hidden lies.
It's good to know.
Mm.
Could you do me a
No.
favor?
Sorry,
Could you do me a favor?
what's that?
I'll hold up my mother and father's books. You just look and see if there's a family tree in either of these. I don't want to open another one and there not be there. So if you
Okay.
then I'm not the one looking.
I'll open your mother's first. And I'll open the first page of her mother's book.
When you open her mother's book, it starts off with words, but in a language you definitely can't read.
Okay. 1 second. I do believe.
Don't you have comprehend languages?
Yes. I have to do I have talent tree. For reading. 1 second. Is it that? No, it's further up. Believe I can read certain an extra amount of. No, that's all right.
Okay. All right, so you're casting comprehend languages?
No, he's got the talent tree.
Yeah, it's linguist. I learned to read and write 3 languages of my choice, but I don't know this language.
It's
If I spend 1 minute or more examining a mundane or magical script, I can determine the language in which it is written.
Yeah, but you gotta pick the 3 languages before. Like,
No. It doesn't say.
that's what it is. You pick 3 languages that you can read. Like, it gets added to your character sheet.
Yeah.
They can't change once you pick those 3.
Well, it says that if you spend 1 minute
you
examining.
can decipher,
You can tell what language it is.
but you can't read it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't know. Never mind then.
you can know that it's an angelic language.
Oh, that's what, celestial.
Yeah.
I speak celestial anyway.
He's got Adam with that
Yeah.
celestial.
Adam is celestial.
Oh, well, then I guess you can read it.
You can't have nothing.
Fine, guys. Y'all can have all the lore. Okay.
Thank you.
So it starts. This being was created.
I speak this out to Ray at the same time.
This being was created by the hand of the Creator to guard the most precious secrets of the land.
Nice little riddle to start off a book.
And then underneath of it are blue angel wings that sparkle, but don't sparkle at the same time. They kind of glow.
Mm.
But when you look at it again, it doesn't glow.
Okay.
On the next page, it details a job that she was supposed to be doing. And there was a library somewhere that she was guarding. It does not say where.
Mm-hmm.
And she was tempted out of it.
Imagine that's when she met my father.
Yes, I can imagine that as well. He was the devil.
And then there is a picture depicting two teenagers. There's no facial features or there's no defining features of these teenagers.
Hmm.
It's like a silhouette of them holding hands, and it looks like they're running away.
Must have been true love then.
Imagine the next few chapters aren't pleasant. If you want to skip them, that's perfectly fine.
If you want me to continue reading, if you can't read it,
I'm not ready to hear what she suffered under Manethek.
then I close the book.
But I might bring this to her. I don't know if she's remembered everything or has forgotten things.
It's always good knowing if you have forgotten something.
It sounds like she was the first, so no other family on her side.
It sounded like she was created by a higher being,
Yeah, whoever that is.
like
The creator.
like a construct in a way.
That's unnerving.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I thought this. Imagine if hers was in Celestial and Omega's was in her language. My father's will be in Infernal. Can you read Infernal?
I don't think I can. 1 second. No, sadly, that is one I do not know.
I guess I'll look. I just want to see the front of it. See if there's any other family. I don't even know his life at all.
The beginning of his book is very strange. It's the pages are black. The writing on it are in it looks kind of like silver Sharpie. It's silver ink that is tinted with flecks of red. Very, very intricate paint job. Words say, this being was created by light and goodness, but did not follow the rules. It was rebellious and fell from grace.
Did I know that?
No.
Wait a minute. So, wait.
Your father was a fallen angel?
I guess so. I assumed he's always been a devil.
Well, he was generous to you.
I wonder if he knows.
A man with vast history and control over many things. Maybe. Maybe show him the book.
I'm going to. I'm going to.
After she's read a bit of her father's, I'll open my mother's.
He's opening his mother's book.
Oh, your mother's book. I'm so sorry. I zoned.
Okay.
I'm terrible DM.
No, it's fine.
When you open your mother's book, it smells like the outside, the wild.
Mm.
And there are pictures of dinosaurs. on the front cover,
Ma, 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 ma.
or on the inside cover. When you flip the first page, there is a very vast tree,
Okay.
and none of them are crossed out.
Okay.
What part of the book are you going to start in? You're going to flip to when you were born?
Mm. It wasn't before. It wouldn't be when I was born. It would be when she met my father. In fact, actually, I would spend the whole time reading the whole book. But
Okay. All right. So you sit there in shock at first. Yeah, dog, what you said. You sit there in shock at first as you read the very first page. It describes an elven woman, but not in the way that you have ever thought of elves being.
okay.
Um, it describes long red braids that touch the back of her knees.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and jet black eyes.
Okay.
After that page, it details her life. She was born in the wild, in the jungles. And she was a very carefree and innocent child that cared for nothing and learned to take care of herself. Her parents were kind and gentle and loving.
Mm-hmm.
You read on about a very happy childhood. And then there's a page that gets dark. There are orcish warlords that raid her city. Well, the huts of their small little town. And that is where your mother meets your father. It is against her will. And it mentions a lot of tears.
And carry on reading with clenched fist.
It describes the most beautiful boy, born of orcish descent with a little splash of elven heritage. And the pages seem brighter to the touch for just a moment. And then get real dark as you turn the page. And there are pictures depicting the silhouette of a mother reaching out for a child that is being taken away. And it describes your father leaving along with the rest of the orcs after everything's destroyed, been picked through, and all the food is gone. And then it describes her and her tribe picking up the pieces and trying to put their lives back together after the nightmare that was the orcs.
Okay. I'm reading.
It gives detail on hunting and gathering and city building. And it talks about, there's a few pages about politics in there, about tribal politics. There's a chieftain, and then there are elders in a circle that make the decisions. And then there are shamans who create magic that boost nature.
Mm.
But your mother was not one of those shamans. She was a Blade Link Ranger. And it describes her riding an animal you don't understand what it's describing. But she rides an animal and shoots from the back of it. And it describes her jumping off of it, flipping in the air, pulling swords out, and tearing down her foes.
Does it say where she is?
It does. It says the very southern mountains of, what is it, Keranosti or Keranost? Keranost. They're so close together, I can never remember.
Keranost is the continent. Keranos is the city.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, the T is the continent. But I stopped reading a while ago. So I would have been watching him get angry and then
Angry and
he
sad.
went through.
There was a moment.
There's a smile on my face at the end.
Yeah, I'll just walk over and put my hand on his shoulder. Are you all right?
I know where she is.
Such a good thing.
I've learned a lot from reading this book. It was me thinking I was half human. Actually, he's just a dash of elf.
Oh, really?
Yeah, surprisingly.
I never would have guessed that.
Probably the reason why I'm a bit different to the rest of my family.
And when you start to look at him, like really, really start to look at him now, you see his ears are very pointed. But before you had just figured orc.
Yeah.
Mm.
They take a very sharp point at the end. His features are fine and delicate, unlike an orc's face normally is. And you're like, huh, okay, maybe I can see it a little. Yeah.
From my hand on his shoulder, I'll pull it up and just pinch the tip of his ear. Oh, maybe they are a little bit more pointed than I originally thought.
Pinch the tip of her ear. Maybe I should make yours pointy as well.
I didn't hurt you.
They are quite round, her ears.
Yeah, I pull it up.
It looks a little silly and hurts just a tad.
Well, you learned a fair bit, and I didn't learn much of anything. So,
But
Now it's, should I go see her?
do you want to?
And say what? Hey, I'm your son.
Well, do you think she wants to see you? You're the one who
Didn't-
read the book. Do you think she's been looking for you or misses you at all?
It didn't say from what I can guess. Leo, did it say anything in the book about her searching for her lost child?
it talks about her fear of leaving the forest and her sorrow of losing her child. Those pages, the pages themselves turn black.
Yeah.
Her sorrow.
If you
Maybe I should.
need to drop these off with my parents, then I'm happy to go help you find your mother, if that's something you want to do.
I think I should make sure she's okay.
Mind coming with me to my parents? Be a little bit of a buffer.
Mhm.
Conversation didn't go too well.
Why am I always the buffer with you?
When have I ever asked you to be the buffer before?
Normally said.
Yeah, normally I drag Seth along.
That is true. That is true. I'm trying to remember who I buffered him for. Probably I set for set.
She dropped the books off and I guess see if my dad knows that he's a fallen angel. I imagine he does. I would hope so. I don't know.
And then we have a trip to the southern mountains of Kiranost.
Yeah.
We have to find a forest,
Well, a jungle, technically.
a jungle.
All right. So to New Felicia.
To New Felicia.
All right. You activate your ring
Mm-hmm.
and you, from this library, teleport to the other library.
Perfect.
It's like, whoa,
Sorry.
that was cool.
Yep. I'm going to go now.
Okay,
All right.
bye.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen you in like a day, or I haven't seen you in like a year.
6 months or so, yeah.
And you haven't aged a day.
Mm. Yep. All right.
Absolutely. You hear singing coming from your parents' house.
Father or mother?
Father.
This last time too, and it was very strange.
What was it around around your mother?
Well, he was cooking and singing. It was weird.
He's a retired man.
He's strange. All right.
He's enjoying life now that he doesn't have to worry about anything.
No, he left all responsibility to me.
You love responsibility. What are you talking about?
It's not the point. Come in. Don't even knock.
He is braiding your mother's hair and singing. And she's got her eyes closed, smile on her face. And it's a very angelic sounding, very celestial sounding song.
Father, mother.
Hi, hello, daughter.
I just bow.
Why are you being weird?
I'm weird.
See, he agrees.
I am a devil. Devils are weird.
Are you?
You're a little weird.
Are you
What do you mean?
a devil?
He looks under his armpit. The last time I checked.
Have you always been?
Oh,
I pull out his book.
oh, so we need to have the talk.
Apparently. Do all that for me.
I mean,
Feeling the tension in the
like
feeling
not
the,
but a few weeks ago.
And you put this mark on my face when I was 8.
feeling the tension in the room. Corinne's just gonna like teleport out.
Great buffer. Great. This is not taking places. I killed for you when I was 9. Before I knew I had any relation to you.
I was busy. I'm sorry.
Anyway. So, you're not the devil. You haven't always been.
Well, technically, okay, sorry, I am.
Now, yes.
Yes, but I did not start off that way. I met your mother. I was a celestial being.
What?
I was an angel.
Oh. That makes so much more sense than mother falling for a devil.
And she just starts laughing. And she says, well, he was quite a little devil.
No, mother, no. Mm-mm. I'm good. I don't need to know any details at
You
all.
hear a laugh from outside.
Um,
Shoot, lots of interruptions in this game. Sorry about that. No, he was just, as a teenager, he was quite the troublemaker.
he's not now.
Oh, he's much better than that. But I'm trying very hard to make him better. I've always been trying to make him better.
I brought yours as well.
Oh,
I didn't read it all. I couldn't stomach it. But I just was bringing his, so just wanted to make sure in case there was anything you wanted to remember, you had it. And you two can keep your book safe here.
okay. I don't want to read about my past.
I do have one question though.
Yes.
All the other books in that library have family trees. All 3 don't.
Well, I don't have family. I was created.
No, but you have me, right? You birthed me, right?
Oh,
Right?
I don't know why it wouldn't have you in there.
None of our books had family trees.
Well, I don't write the books, so I'm not sure what that means.
Odd.
He just laughs like I write the books.
No, but you spent enough time there.
Well, I don't know how it works. I just know that the books are created. I don't know who. If I knew.
Do you know who would know?
I'm supposed to know, I guess, as the ruler of hell, but I don't. It's magic. I don't even know if it's a person. They just appear on the shelves with names on them.
And I pass over mine to make sure they both see the fact that the cover says Lilith Coil. Mine just has wings.
And they open them up and they go, "Wow, these are pretty." Well, your mom says they're pretty. When she flips through and she reads a passage of your life and cries a little bit.
You all missed a lot.
And she just hugs you. Whether you want to be hugged or not, you get hugged. And she sobs. And finally she pulls you back, hands on your shoulders. And she says, "My child, I did not want this life for you. I did not want my life for you either. I wanted something different. I'm sorry you got the life that you did."
I'm happy with where I am now. I'm happy with my friends. I'm happy the fact that I have found my own way outside of you and Father. I don't know.
In that, I find some kind of peace, yet I feel so much guilt that you were not given family.
I don't blame you. I mean, it's not like you could had a choice. I imagine if you could have been there, you would have.
In a heartbeat.
I stare at my father. Back.
He goes, "I was trying to find her." Nope. It's like, "I made bad decisions, okay? I'm stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid." And he walks out.
I don't know how to reconcile the anger I carried for so long with where we are now. And I just keep finding out more and more information from outside of the two of you. I've yet to learn anything about you two from you two.
You haven't.
No, I know I haven't asked, but you also haven't offered it.
I'm sorry. I haven't been thinking of the past. These books, and she flips to the shadow of the two teenagers that look like they're running off together. She says, "I hadn't thought about this day. This day was generations ago. Lifetimes for elves ago. And
What?
this was forever ago. Forever. It was before Keranos was created. Before we were on this realm, when we were in the celestial realm."
How old are you, Father?
Old. Ancient. Older than anything that you have ever laid your eyes on. And you think about the temples that you've been to, and you try to argue that, and she says, "Older than that." Older than the old gods.
Your book says you're created by the Creator.
That sounds right.
Which Creator?
One of life. Creator of the celestial realm.
What's that?
Has a name for him. I don't think anybody has name for it. She, him, they. It could be anything and anyone. I've never seen their face. I couldn't imagine it. I mean, I have imagined it. For a while, I thought maybe it was Ohm. That would have been really cool because Ohm was pretty cool back in the day.
So you're all that ancient, I guess. What took so long to have me? What were you all waiting for?
Oh. The little troublemaker here, she points out the door to your father, was always getting in trouble. And we were not supposed to see each other. And he broke that more than one occasion, more than a dozen occasions, and got in trouble. And it was disobeying the rules to see me that caused his fall.
So how did you two find each other again?
I came looking for him. I couldn't bear to be alone. Down here is much more dangerous than where we came from.
Maltia.
Yes, this realm, Keranos.
Keranos isn't in this realm. We're in New Galatia.
Well, as she goes, well, technically, yeah.
The material plane.
Yeah.
No, I know. Trust me, I know.
It's chaos and it's amazing. And I've never seen anything as beautiful as this place. And I kept coming here till I never wanted to go home, so I didn't. And that's when we decided it was time. And then that's when Monefek decided it was time to, apparently.
So does he know that you have a child? Does he know about me?
As far as I know, no. He thinks my child passed away. I was able to speak you off.
Into the arms of Father Coyle.
Yes.
You know, I had memories of having white wings when I was born. They're long gone, but I remember them.
That would be your father's side. She releases her wings, and they are the most beautiful blue that you've ever seen.
Small, what's mine are turning into?
And she smiles.
I pull my own out.
And they are dark with little speckles of blue, like polka dots throughout the entire set of wings.
I'm working on it. My own way.
It'll be hard, but I have faith in you.
It's helpful now that there's not voices in my head.
Once again, quite sorry about that. It's the only way I can keep you safe, guide you. I had very little words. I was always being watched.
I know. I think if I knew they were your words, I would have actually listened to them. Instead of actively trying to do everything against what they told me.
I had said those words out loud, he would have known. He would have come look for you.
Something to do about it now. Past is the past, is what this.
I don't want you to hate me because of
I don't hate you. I don't hate father either. Just mad. And
She pinches your arm just a
no,
little bit.
what?
And she says, because you're a teenager.
No,
Look at
stop
how
it.
big you've gotten. All
Mother.
this aging here. How long have you been aging here? How old are you now?
17.
I knew you were a teenager. I could just feel it.
Mother, stop.
I'm so proud of you. You've gotten so big.
I'm going to leave.
Okay, but I love you.
You're ridiculous.
My love for you is ridiculous.
Yes.
Well, then fine, be it. Just know that it's there. And then she gets this worried look on her face. She holds her stomach. And then she rushes to the sink and retches.
You all right?
She goes, oh, yes, just a spell. I don't know, I've been feeling like this for a
No.
while.
Medicine check. Where's my character sheet? 47. And I'm gonna open my eyes to magic, make sure there's no monofact showing back up. But 47 medicine check.
I don't know what all that would tell you.
It just tells me make sure like
General health and condition.
yeah,
and
general
everything.
health, so like make sure she's breathing okay and like pulse seems fine. Like stuff they would check it like a triage kind of thing.
She has an elevated fever. But not life-threatening. She's just very warm. But she's not sick.
You've been feeling this way for a while. Was this new?
She goes, yeah, I don't know. I need to sit down.
Have you seen any of the clerics here?
No, they don't know what I am.
I could try to check you out. Or I could get Ray. Ray would probably be, I could try.
I mean,
Have I heard all this conversation on my
I
little
imagine you've heard the whole conversation, yes.
on the porch? I'll teleport in and just be like, I could try a lesser restoration, see if that might help.
okay. We can always try.
It'll get rid of any poisons or anything like that.
Yeah,
If that's what's happened.
absolutely.
And I'll touch her. I touch a creature and can end either one disease or one condition afflicting it. So I'll go with disease.
It doesn't have any outward effects to her. She's still warm to the touch, not like sickly warm, but warmer than body.
Normal body temperature.
You told father.
Well, he's seen me get sick and held my hair. He's a good one.
I think you need to see a cleric.
Okay.
Yeah, let me I'm just gonna message Ray real quick.
Okay.
Only cleric I know.
Okay. And then run, but yeah.
But he's not here.
Yeah. But she answers. She seems a little busy.
For a family member's health, she would stop what she was doing. Lock Theo back up.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when Ray shows up, she is a level big number cleric. 40 plus. I haven't figured out exactly what number.
Nice. She comes at her like a doctor and takes her temperature and her vitals and
And she has magic that can scan for health issues and stuff like that.
and she says, I don't think y'all are gonna like this news.
What do you mean? What's wrong with her?
Oh, she's fine.
So then what could be bad then?
Oh shit.
What?
Well, I've heard tales of when women are expecting, they get very ill.
Expecting what?
I look at Ray.
Ray looks at you
My mother?
and she goes, oh God, no.
Mother?
Oh, that's not good.
I look at I look at your father and give him a thumbs up.
Father?
He's not out there.
I'd yell loud to the point that anyone in this city could hear me.
He comes running back. Oh my God, what's wrong?
I just give him a thumbs up.
You got her pregnant?
What? I have not. I swear to God, I haven't touched her like that. It's been a very, very.
Then why is she pregnant?
What? So explaining now. And she goes, I'm so sorry.
Mother?
It wasn't my wishes. It was against my will. And she just cries.
Fuck.
And your father like goes to her and like, pets her head and whispers in her ear and rubs her back and calms her down.
I need set badly. I'm gonna go get Steve and ask him real quick if I can borrow him for 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And we're back.
So yeah, I message Set immediately.
And he says, hi, I'm busy. How can I help you?
So my mother might be pregnant with Malefac's child.
What the fuck?
My reaction too, yes.
Okay. So we need to bless the entire pocket dimension.
Right. Uh-huh. Right on that.
And the child. Ray needs to do this.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you.
At the same time, I'll send an
Bye.
emoji message to Set with a shocked face.
Shark face?
Shocked.
Oh, shocked.
No, shark face. I wanted to get shark face now, actually.
I like
A
shark
shocked
face.
shark face.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
So I looked to Ray. So Set says the best thing. I'm assuming Cleric Isis bless the child. Hope stave off any of Monefac's fate.
Well, she nods and she says, as far as we were concerned, it had been rid of her, but this is a new kind of situation altogether. I'm going to do everything I can. I'm going to ask you to leave
Why?
because you don't look good. You look like you're going to throw up. And we don't need two of you throwing up.
Are you pregnant as well, Lilith?
What?
No, don't put that into the universe. No, I went to throw up. To my mother though, real quick. You're right.
I don't. Go, like she said, and we'll take care of things.
It's not fair. Right.
Ray says, sadly, most of the world isn't fair anymore. We can only do what we can to make it better. But I am going to do everything in my power to bless this child. When she says my power, she glows with radiance.
Just turn and leave. And then second I'm on the porch, throw up. And throws bushes out front.
And Ray just says, I told you.
Being a decent friend that I am, I will remove the hair and tie it behind her head.
Look at you holding her hair.
Yeah,
Like a good big brother.
yeah.
Oh, fuck. That's not what I was expecting when I came here today.
No, I forgot my popcorn.
Fuck you. I'm ready to go kill things. Don't know if there's going to be things to kill to go find your mother, but
We'll find something.
good. Well, you get
Yeah.
a tree at this point.
Well, we have to go back through the portal.
Can you see Lil stand there for a second with her arms around her stomach and glare at you? Pregnant.
Are you sure?
No.
You can hear Ray's voice from into the house. I would know.
Okay.
She's fine.
Okay, fine, fine. Thank God. Oh,
Just putting the fear in there.
no. Not ready for that at all.
Just
No.
make sure you're safe then.
How are we getting there?
I teleport around and then wave at her again. The usual way.
So we're just going to teleport random places until we find where we're going.
Mhm.
I might throw up on you doing that. Just FYI.
That's fine. I'll aim you in a direction.
You all are here.
Where's the southern mountains of Kyranos?
On the tail.
On tail. Right, so need to find a jungle and a settlement. I hope it's the right one.
Let's get out of here.
Let's go.
All right. You're just teleporting there?
We're heading back to Napoli.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just say to the Bobs I'll be away again for maybe a couple of days.
Actually, real quick before we go, pull out those maps that we got from Floating City. Do any of them describe the Southern Mountains? And we had one of Kyranos, but we had one of the continent.
You have one of this?
Didn't we?
I don't remember.
I know for a fact we got one of the capital,
Yeah.
Street View. But I thought there was also a continent one. They just didn't have Napoli on it.
Okay. Yeah. I do remember that now.
So does it describe the Southern Mountains at all?
There are detailed mountain. But it all looks like jungle down there.
So no city names or anything like that, or settlements, okay.
There's nothing. It looks unsettled.
Okay, well, so we're going in blind,
Maybe a couple of days.
might be, but I think I need to be away for a couple days. Let me grab Michael,
Mm-hmm.
then we can go. I'm gonna go find Michael, and I look crazy. I've been throwing up. My hair's disheveled and
Crying a little bit.
crying. Yep. I'm gonna go find Michael. Yep.
When Michael sees you, he goes, "Oh my gosh, what's wrong, baby? Are you okay?"
I'm fine.
Who's not okay? Does they need to be even more not okay?
My mother's pregnant.
Oh. Oh. You're gonna have a little brother or sister.
With Monifex's child.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
But we found a good lead on Kareem's mother. I'm going to go help him find her. I'd be more than happy for you to come.
Absolutely, that sounds fun. Are y'all on speaking terms again? You're helping him, so I assume.
We have a complicated relationship.
Me and my brothers have complicated relationships too.
This never leaves this room. I would do anything for him if it came down to it. He annoys the fuck out of me.
That's sibling love for you. That's what it feels like.
But this is important.
Yes.
So, nothing.
Let's do it. Let's go find the dude's mom. I do have a question. Where are we going?
Southern Mountains?
How are we getting there?
Well, it's just going to teleport us random places and we hope we find something.
Why don't we take a boat?
That sounds like it would take forever. But a boat to where?
The Southern Mountains it's all just a giant island.
Do you think a settlement would be viewable by seashore?
Most likely not.
So we still have to teleport around randomly.
Yeah. But we'd have a base.
That is true. Since we rest, since we know it's going to take a couple of days.
And we don't want to be setting up camp in the middle of a jungle in uncharted territory that even the elves don't know.
Yeah, the elves don't know about us either.
And we wouldn't want, if we were strangers, it would be the same situation here.
This is your mission. What do you want to do?
I don't want to take a boat. For a base camp, I have my pocket dimension. There is some beds in there you guys can gladly stay in. I have my ways of staying out of sight anyway.
That's fair.
Okay. I did not think of your pocket dimension, he says.
Yes, because mine's not habitable by most people.
No.
Yeah, no, yours won't be good.
Yeah, I do not even want to consider or suggest sleeping in her pocket dimension.
Hey,
You know what it's like in there. There's still blood on the floor.
I've tried to get it out.
I know. Is there?
Man.
Okay.
One second now. I just need to like pop into my pocket dimension just quickly, and I'll just with my hand on my shoulder, just touch something that's not there. As Luther, just turn the pocket dimension on.
Okay.
Luther's pretty much always on my shoulder. Just, you never see him.
Little invisible shit.
Yeah, he's always invisible because he doesn't attack anything. And yeah, just like quickly just dip in, make sure everything's kind of tidy, but it's
There's
pretty
still a-
hard when there's just tons of gold everywhere. But I know that there's a bed or two there, and like just making sure it's fine. Notice that the body is still there, and like okay, just poke my head out, look around, make sure no one else apart from Lilith and Michael are looking. Slowly drag out the body. What? Don't look at me like that.
Hold
And
on.
then I will then go to, because I'm pretty sure we have scented candles or stuff.
This body is mostly just bones now.
Yeah. But
Like-
I'm guessing there's like kind of like scented candles in the city and stuff that you can buy.
There's like potpourri and like,
Yeah. I'll get
incense.
yeah, I'll get tons and tons of that and just put it in the room and like and everything, like get it all smelling nice.
Okay.
So just like while waving the incense and everything, so just imagine there's not been a body in here.
So apparently mine's not that much worse.
No. I don't. That's when I want to sleep in more.
This has less blood.
Hey, at least you're getting hospitality with me.
And to be fair, mine's not the safest anymore. Certain individuals have access to it if they so wished. So being there for long periods of time isn't the smartest.
Okay.
A certain Saturday can pop it whenever he wants to.
Also, there's only one rule. Don't touch my gold.
No one's going to touch your gold.
I'm not saying you, looking at Michael, don't touch my gold.
Because I come from a very wealthy family. Why would I touch your gold?
I show him the room.
Because oh my, that's a lot of fucking gold.
Magical
Yeah.
items and everything.
Wait, yeah, we do have more, but geez, where'd you get all the gold?
You don't need to know.
Okay. Okay.
So Southern Mountains.
Yeah, let's do that.
Southern Mountains. All right, everyone take a hand. Oh, hang on. Do you know how to fly, Michael?
Does Michael know how to fly?
Fly what? What?
Like fly?
Oh, yes, he has wings.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we'll teleport and I will
Yeah, demonic wings.
teleport to the island, but in the air, obviously, so I've got a bit of a bird's eye view.
Okay. And you? I don't have a picture of mountains, so bear with me. I drew
Mhm.
Woody Hills. You know what? We got bird's eye view. Let's see. You see a bunch of forest, jungle. Sorry, I keep saying forest. There we go.
And upon arriving, I'll let go of Lilith and Michael because you can fly as well, can't you?
Yeah, we each spread our wings.
You're not gonna like this next part. And I start to break into multiple pieces and swarm.
Lord.
There are thousands of birds.
Yeah.
So when you become a swarm, do you actually become a bird?
Yeah. So I was about to say, I do not see you.
You cannot. We are gone. You can't see us.
I went with it. I could have been like, oh, well, I'm technically not a bird, but when I swarm, I lose any spell-like abilities and everything. So
Yeah.
I assume I'm a bird. So yeah, I do not see you.
So are we going to stay together or separate?
Oh.
No, you can't. Okay.
Like multiple, like thousands of calls.
I was going to tell you that it takes you 4 days, but in Swarm, you can actually find.
I can find and put the fear in people.
I find myself
Dark
a tree of
cloud.
Mike while we're waiting for him to actually look for stuff.
Okay. Oh, okay, I see why it's not showing that. I got it sideways. You
I'll take
actually,
it down.
you can see this from the air in your bird form.
Mhm.
You all are still here.
Yeah,
We're punching a tree.
Yep.
Somewhere in here.
Yeah. Michael's keeping watch from the air at me. Just above the tree line.
But this is where you can think maybe a civilization might be. But you
Get a bit closer, but with less swarm, more like a bird or two.
you don't see people at the moment.
Okay.
Ask Daddy, I'm playing a game. I'm playing a game. What did you say? I'm sorry, my child interrupted.
Oh no, I was just getting closer to see if I.
Oh, okay. You see fires that are lit. You see doorways to inside the temple.
Do do I see any like insignias or anything?
Yeah, you can see they kind of look like hieroglyphs, but they're not. They're very
Mhm.
primitive and beautiful at the same time. Some of them even have Elven scripture next to it, but it's very broken. It's not the same language as the capital elves speak.
Okay. I do have Elven as one of my languages.
So you can put piece and piece together that this is a temple to own.
Hmm.
It's ancient. It looks like it predates Napali.
Wow, that old. Okay. I will. mental message to Lilith. I do believe I found a really old temple to own,
Right,
like older than Napoli.
right, on my way. And Michael and I will teleport to him.
Your knuckles are a little bloody.
I would have wrapped them, but
Oh, okay.
with
There's-
basic linens, yeah, they're
They're still bloody.
And I'll form back up to my main form as Kareen.
Do you land?
No, as Kareen, I will be my usual form.
Okay. So yes, you land.
Do you want us to come with you? Is this something you want to do by yourself?
Well, you came this far already.
No, I know, but
Maybe you could be
Here.
a buffer.
A roar.
that doesn't sound elfin. Or human for that matter.
No, but still sounds like we've been spotted.
The ground shakes a little.
And pull my sword out.
And then
Put your
Here.
sword away until we know.
All right.
I'll play it by my book today.
That's fine.
Do I? Oh shit.
I just have my small pair of scissors in my hand, but the blade like completely covered. I'm just holding it like underneath, like
Yeah.
folds in my dress. So you can't see.
Upon hearing that roar, I have my bow out, but not my arrows.
you can see the trees up here
Hmm.
being knocked down. And
Where are we?
huh?
Where are we?
You are standing here.
No.
Oh crap.
You hear the sound of a dying animal.
Real quick, is there any signs of life here where we're at?
The fires are lit here and here.
Are there doors or windows or anything?
There are doors here. Here. There's a door over here.
Do we want to knock and see if we can get in?
You can.
I can what? Fight it or see if I can get in?
Knock and see if we can get in. But I'm going to keep an eye because remembering the book, hearing a roar like that, I can imagine that.
I keep Michael behind me.
Okay.
He's squishy.
Okay. And you knock on this door, you beat on it, and it's solid gold.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of hurts your hand.
Yeah, well, my hands
But-
are already hurting.
It doesn't open. Nobody comes to it. And it's solid. It doesn't have a door handle. And you can't tell if it goes down to open or if it swings out to open or if it raises itself up. You're not quite sure how this door opens. It's just a flat surface.
I'll just be staring at the trees.
But then they start to part here. And you can see
I'm gonna try to get some hide in the bushes nearby, just to be a surprise. No joy.
coming
Nice. Is that the same beast that I saw my mother riding?
No.
All right, then I'm going to take some shots at it then.
Okay, we're gonna do that with blind attack.
So yeah, I've forgotten how many shots I can take. I know it's only one shot I can do. I haven't got multi-attack on my bow yet. Or do I? I haven't. Mm. Yeah, so as a bonus action, I'd like to target its head. With crippling striker or crippling critical, and fire a shot. Sorry, one sec. 103 to hit.
I'm so sorry. I don't remember the stats that this
That's
thing.
okay. That's fine.
It goes off of Dex, right? Yeah. That hits.
Yep, and also it needs to make a DC of 50. Sorry, I'm just remembering every 58. That's Constitution.
It rolled a natural one, so.
Yeah, it is now incapacitated until my next turn. Right. I didn't even,
A natural one is still a 91.
It's still a natural one though.
still a natural one.
You're right. You're right. It's still a natural one. It falls to one knee for a second, shakes its head during its turn, and then everybody roll initiative.
Yep, I just need to do damage for the first go. Okay, there's my D8. Ooh. So it's 83 damage.
Alrighty.
And initiative is a 97. I rolled
Michael got
a,
a 42.
I rolled a 6.
I got 82.
Alright, so you get to go again.
All right. I'll try another shot. Uh, 97 to hit. Did that miss?
No, that hits.
All right. And that's a 79 damage. Oh crap, I forgot to say bonus action. Oh well.
You can still
Uh,
bonus action. You did an action, then you get to do bonus action.
it was a bonus action to focus my attack, but I've already done my attack.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
But then as a bonus action, I will cast a projection.
Alrighty.
Yes.
Where's your projection?
My projection is a sword. I'm just double checking. I can. Yeah, did we say that the Raven Blades are 4 or 5 in my tier 5 tier projection?
I don't remember. I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay because
They can be 4.
yeah, because I was gonna say if they're 5, I can't do it at the moment. But then yeah, I will cast 3. Oh no, I can only summon 1 at a time from the looks of it. So yeah, as a bonus action, I will summon a projection of my Black Raven Blades
In front of you or in front of it?
in front, like near me.
Great.
I was gonna say, because I've summoned it this turn, this is like the first time I've used it. Is it basically I can't attack until next turn with it? It doesn't say.
It doesn't say whether you can attack with it or not.
No, it says I can attack with it, but it doesn't say whether or not it's after summoning.
Summoning normally takes an action.
Yeah.
Or a bonus action to do
Well,
it.
spiritual weapon
Yeah,
bonus action.
But he already did an action.
but it retains
It's a
its
bonus action.
Yeah, so to attack with it.
Yeah, when you summon it, you get to attack usually.
Oh,
That's how
okay.
spiritual weapon works. I don't know how his weapon ability works. Spiritual weapon, when you summon it, you can attack the same turn you summon it.
Yeah.
It just doesn't say, so I'll treat it like a spiritual weapon.
All right. No, actually, I just remembered. Oh yeah, I can actually. I will launch. I don't know how far away is he from us.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
25. Yeah, I can because he's 30 feet. Yeah, I will launch one at him. Plus projection. Okay. It keeps its attack. Oof. It's 100 to hit. It needs to make a save as well. Don't know whether it was
What type of save?
irritant. It's my DC's spell save.
So what type of save does it need to make?
Didn't know whether it was the wisdom or dex. I think it's dex save.
It's 105.
Oh, well, it's saved. So it'll only take half damage of the extra. So 1 minute. That's a lot of dice. Mm. Plus, so it will take 123 base damage. And sorry, just trying to find all my stats. I haven't done this in so long. And 10. And then another 26 points added onto that with irritant.
Okay, how much is it total? I'm so sorry. I was rearranging.
So 123 plus 26, 149. Yeah, 149 damage.
All right, it is your turn, Lilith.
Mm,
It's still on its knees, shaking its head. And now it is bleeding.
yeah. Okay. So I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Blinding Smite on my weapon. I believe that is the smite I want. Yeah. So my well, pull out my scissors that I've had tucked under my ruffles in my dress, let them enlarge, and then it just glows like a blue with gold flecks speckled out as it glows with radiant energy. And I'm charging straight for this creature,
All right.
whatever this creature might be.
Yeah.
But with
Lilith,
my
one L
wings.
or two L's?
Huh?
One L or two L's?
One. Well, L-I-L-I.
Okay, two. Over here.
Spelled Michael's name wrong too.
Yeah, well, I'm a great DM. let me tell you.
But I'm still flying,
Okay,
so I'm like going for his head.
okay.
But I get 2 swings.
Can't read any of this now.
The first one, what's a 19 on the dice? That's not a calculator. Wait, I have this in here. I've got this in Spanish. So that's 236 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Cool. And then the second one is I think it's a natural one. Yep. It's a natural one. But
And the natural one, I am sorry to say, but you,
well, let me do the first one, and then you can tell me what bad shit happens. Because the first one hit.
okay.
And the first one was a critical. 'Cause I rolled a 19 on my die. And I crit on a 19. So I might murder your dinosaur. I'm sorry. It's gonna be this damage times 2. Oh. Oh. 526 damage.
Did you just say 526 damage?
Yeah, I crit the dinosaur.
Okay.
And he needs to make a Constitution save.
No, technical difficulties. What was his last attack?
Wait, that damage is wrong. Ignore me. I rolled the wrong thing. I'm sorry. Oh. Okay, I don't have my actual. It's not. Oh, is my strength really that high? My strength's really that high. Never mind. That is what I did.
Okay, so 500 and what?
526.
Okay. So you come up and you attack it. You cut off one of its little bitty baby arms.
Perfect.
In your triumphant,
I'm gonna take the other one off.
yes, and it bites you.
Ow! Okay.
It does.
It hit me?
Let's see if it hits you.
I'm saying, yeah, you want to see if it hits me first. Maybe I dodged that shit.
140.
Yeah, it hits me.
It hits you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Let me double check.
It,
I was gonna use my bonus action to increase my AC, and I did it. It just it's 121.
just barely hits you.
You're gonna kill me.
It's a natural 20.
You're gonna kill me.
I am not.
You are.
I'm not.
This is the thing. If I had used a reaction for in enduring encouragement on my ally, would that basically it gives them advantage on their attack rolls or on rolls?
Oh, does it incapacitated? Doesn't it give you advantage on your rolls?
Oh, was he incapacitated?
Isn't that what you said he was?
No, I was saying because he rolled a 1, I have in my persuasion thing. It can give them gains advantage for all relevant rolls on its next turn instead of just the first. Never mind.
For that, what your first attack to him, the reason why he's on his knees shaking his head, what did that do to him?
Oh, it makes them incapacitated.
Oh, so
So you do have advantage. So
I
you
do.
have rolled a 1.
I wouldn't have, and he can't bite me.
Yeah.
Cool. If I didn't roll a 1, I rolled a natural 20.
All right.
So, $536.
You cut off both its arms.
Perfect. No, I'm for you.
And then it is Michael's turn.
Oh shit. Okay. Michael is going to.
It was a 526 damage. Oh,
It was 230.
Oh, shows I do a lot
Hit
of
me.
battle.
Because of my paladin. Okay. Right. So he is going to see the blood that is, I'm sure, very
shooting out of
actively
it, yeah.
coming out of his missing arms.
spring.
Yeah. He's gonna take that and reach out, and he's going to start to heat it. He's going to cast blood boil.
Ooh, it screams.
It needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
It's good on its con.
No, it's just the 99.
Okay, so he passes, so he's not poisoned. You still take the damage, but you're not poisoned. So it's going to be, what is it? 3d4 level 11. So plus. Oh, he's got massive damage. Okay. So 3d4 plus 14. Oh, I didn't even do Willow's massive damage. But it's fine. We'll move on. It's fine. Plus, oh yeah, I did. It's factored into my calculator. Plus whatever his 61. So it does 119 damage to him.
119 damage. Is that
Yeah.
what you said?
As his blood heats up and starts boiling. It cauterizes the wounds though. Because I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. They stop bleeding.
And the rest of his blood's burning. It's fine. That's his turn. He's gonna take to the air and be up above it so he can't possibly be grabbed by the giant creature that would eat him in one bite.
Hear the sound echoing through the jungle.
Oh no.
I'm up by its head. Do I see anything? Like just do a quick gaze.
You can see the movement and the foliage of the forest, and you start hearing these, and then arrows flying.
Toward us or the creature?
The creature.
Okay.
I was stupid. I forgot that I get an extra attack.
Oh well, I think it's gonna die. I think there's an army coming to dispatch.
Yeah, I get an extra attack, and when it's wounded, I get an extra D8 on top. I completely forgot about them. Oh well.
I back up a little bit so I don't accidentally get caught by like a stray arrow or anything. So we might have found the people.
Might of. We shall see.
That's another creature. That's not what I want to say.
I wasn't saying that, but it might not be the people we need to find.
You see about 10 of these with riders on their back.
Shrink my sword down so that I don't look as intimidating as I did 5 seconds ago, even though I have blood all over me.
Is that the animal that I saw my mum riding?
That is the animal that was described in the book.
I fly back to stand next to Corinne. I still keep Michael behind me though. He's still squishy.
The T-Rex roars again and turns and starts charging at these creatures that are nipping at it as swords are slashed at it, and there's defense for it.
I feel so sad for it.
And it is mowed down.
Don't be sad for the circle of life. That's the hunting party right there.
And you see elves in war paint hop off of raptors and start cutting up this giant dinosaur.
Have they taken any notice of us just standing like 10 feet away?
At this moment, they have not.
Should we make ourselves known? Should I just yell your mother's name and see what happens?
Do any of them look like?
Do any of them look like him?
None of them look like him.
Because I'm orc.
I know, but you still have similar features.
But you remember the description in the book.
Hmm. And I also remember my mother's face from my dreams.
Yes, you do. And you see amongst them this woman. And you know her face from your dream. Her viciously cutting up the meat.
I will
Lathering on her
teleport right next to her.
Oh, okay. That's
And she looks up and she goes, "Oh my God, they're back."
Ilania Silren.
And she stops. What did you say?
Ilania Silren. And I just stare at her, eyes wide open.
I start walking over there.
She stares at you and then looks over at you. She goes, well, she doesn't have open hands. She has swords in her hand.
Yeah, We mean you no harm.
She looks back at you, Crane.
I tilt my head a bit
She
and look at her.
mocks you and
Yeah.
do I?
Imagine smaller.
How much smaller?
I turn my face with my alternate form. I will turn my face into a younger version of myself, like when I was a child, as early as I possibly can.
She looks at you and she reaches a hand out and touches your face and says, "That's impossible."
Nothing's impossible.
And she just stands there in silence, just
Same. I'm just staring at her.
I promise you with all the authority of my realm. That is your son.
she doesn't look at you. She just
That's
keeps
good.
staring at him.
Mm-hmm.
What are the others doing? There's other people in the hunting party.
Cutting up that T-Rex.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's a hunting party. That's a lot of
I just wondered if they were just, interested in what was going on at all.
Well, a few of them have turned, but she has done this.
Mm.
She's done this. And they have stepped back and she just stares at you in silence, just mouth agape, just in shock. A tear rolls down her cheek. You're so big. Has it really been that long?
Sometimes I almost forgot about you. It's been that long.
I've never forgotten about you.
I can understand you being left behind and not chasing after him. Don't have to worry about him anymore. I'll just show her some of my scars from that day, from the massacre day. They can't hurt anyone anymore.
You are my son, aren't you?
I project a blade. Or it might be.
You've learned the way of our people.
I always thought it was a bit different. And at this point, I do exactly to her what she did to her people, to Lilith, to go, no. There's so much to talk about.
She takes a very long, deep breath and she says, "You have no idea. Come, I want to show you my life. And then maybe you can tell me about your life."
Gladly. I even have pictures.
Oh, great. Well, and she's covered in blood.
Yeah.
She says, let's get dinner together first. And she takes it back and starts cutting the meat off of the bone of the T-Rex.
I help her.
It goes by a little quicker.
Yeah, I get a few of my duplicates to complete the task as well.
But you all get the body. I don't even know the word for it.
Butchered.
Butchered. You're right. That is the word for it. Get the body butchered.
Mhm.
And the meat is gathered. It's a lot of meat. It's gathered in a very, very large pile on the ground.
Mm.
But they have a few of them split off and start making a fire pit and start burning wood and making a spit, or just pulling together bits and pieces of their already made spit.
Mm.
And start cooking the food. And she goes over and she whispers the wild elvish word for home. And the door opens sideways. And she says, "Please come inside. It's cozy in here."
Okay.
When you walk in,
But
it's not cozy.
before he goes in, I'm just gonna grab his arm and pull him to the side for just a second. Do you want us to stay?
Always.
Right. Well,
I need the buffer.
he was such a great one for me.
I was still there.
When you go in, it is far from cozy. It's tribalistic. There is no technology. There's no magical energy creating power
Ah, home.
that you're used to
Yeah.
and find comfort in
Yeah.
here.
I am very simplistic with stuff like this. It's like all fine for me.
Yeah, back to my childhood. Church didn't have anything. Michael's probably like, okay, am I?
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh God. He's like talking
He's-
to his new mantle that you bought him.
He's got rich kid problems now.
Yeah.
What the hell? We're like, oh, there's a piece of rock I
Messaging
can
us.
sit on. Yeah.
I can't believe where they brought me to. There's nothing.
Yeah. Me and you are like, oh, there's an empty space on the floor. I'm gonna sit down here.
But she pulls a stool. It's a handmade stool out from underneath the table and sits on it and takes a rag and a bowl of water and starts cleaning the blood off of her face and her chest and her hands. And I'm so sorry for the mess. It just, she does, I take that back. She does not apologize for this condition she's in.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm probably a bit bloody from butchering T-Rex as well. I don't go to wash myself though.
I prestidigitation myself.
Fancy.
Which I look super fancy too. I don't look like I fit in here at all. But
No.
But several of her tribes mates start coming in and gathering things and cleaning themselves. And then you hear the sound of children from down the hall.
Mm.
And you see that the entire party of elves, they're all females.
Okay.
The hunting party, that is.
Right.
And as the children emerge, you see the male elves come out and greet their significant others and start helping and working on cooking the food and helping them get out of their armor and just assisting in any way they can.
I look at my mother and just, so the women are in control here, I'm guessing.
And she smiles and she says, we're not we're a hunting party. We're not in control. We hunt a little bit better than the men do.
So the women are in control.
she laughs at you. And she says, no. I would like it to be that way. Of course, I am a woman. But we treat each other equally here.
That's always a good thing. Everyone having the same rights. No one expecting to be higher than them, what they're meant to be. Why didn't you leave the forest? The jungle, sorry.
I've never been outside of the jungle. I don't even know what's out there.
A lot of things.
I can imagine. I've only gone from ocean to ocean in my own jungle, from end to end.
Oh, I've seen obviously the mountains. I've seen the coast from a cliff. Seen the clear skies at night with all the stars. Seen the desert blow up like it was alive. And it's what I call home at the moment.
You live in a desert?
Well, technically, kind of in the desert and the ocean, like in between on a cliffside. It's a beautiful place. And they also, some people worship home as well.
Most elves I know worship Om. I didn't know any non-elven people had the same notion.
I didn't even know I was an elf.
Do you believe in Om?
I don't believe in anyone of a higher being until I've seen them. I've seen some of the old gods and I respect other people's religions, but I don't follow.
She looks at you quizzically. This is other religions?
I look at Lilith with the what am I dealing with here kind of look.
My friends and I, that your son has acquainted himself with, worship the old gods. Sisis, Sekhmet, all those.
She just looks at you blankly, like it's just going over her head. She's like, I've never. Who?
The ones that are still around, the ones that are still alive.
Oh,
Not so much.
he's here with us every day.
Ours are here in more physical forms.
Oh. I don't know what to say about that. Home's here in our hearts, in our spirits. Hey, hey, hey.
It's just so.
It's just Sean. It's just Sean. There's a good girl. Yeah. Wait. And we're back. All right. She doesn't deny your faith. She just
No, trust me, I completely understand. When understanding faith from an outside perspective. And like your son said, he doesn't follow it anyway. So
okay. And then you can smell the cooking of the meat, and it's delicious.
Smells like bacon.
but you wouldn't believe half the things your son has done.
Really? I want to hear stories.
No, you don't need to worry about me.
Well, most recently, he is up for police commissioner. So I guess chief, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
Or from. He also holds a spot on the city council with me and my other friends.
Like circle of elders?
Yes, exactly like that, actually.
Oh, wow.
And at such a young age.
He has.
I don't like talking about myself.
I'm trying to think.
I've saved people. I've helped build the settlement up.
Oh,
My
that's
friends.
the girlfriend.
Oh my gosh.
Why did you bring that up?
That's me. Did you really expect me not to?
But yeah, that's my life. Yeah.
I pulled my mantle out, which she probably wasn't the case. But I'm gonna let it project up onto the wall, and I'll just pull a random video up of him doing something. I don't know. Not robbing a bank.
No.
Not one of those videos. It's okay. Okay. So one of the fights Adam was in at some point. One of those.
Okay. And she goes,
Well,
who is that?
That's him in disguise.
Why do you have to disguise yourself?
politics
Oh. Yeah.
keeps people we love safe.
I don't walk around like this either. I have another persona I play in town. Protect my family.
And she just looks so confused at everything you all are saying. She's really trying, making the most effort she can to understand what you all mean.
I also have powers.
He does. Some of them are aggravating. I suppose.
Cool. I'm not sure what you mean by powers, though.
I then start teleporting around the room as one of them.
And she smiles and laughs and says, "That's that trick I would like to learn."
I then start to float off the ground
And
as well.
you have children that are tugging on your clothes and giggling. And she just smiles and puts a hand over her mouth.
And then while the children are tugging on my clothes, I will swarm a little bit into a few birds or ravens.
And then she goes white.
He's the birds. He turned into the birds.
That's cool.
And I reform and duplicate myself to a couple of me.
It would be nice to have a few more hands around here.
Well, they can only do a simple task that I command them to, and then they disappear.
She laughs. I could use some simple task management myself.
Well, would you want to come stay in our city for protection and safety?
Oh, leave the jungle? My people?
All your people could come as well.
No. Mm-mm. No, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I wouldn't ask that of them.
Or if not the city, we have a place that we could recreate your jungle. Almost exactly.
Mhm.
But safer, without any chance of raiders or too dangerous of a creature.
She laughs. She says, I think I can handle myself now. I was young. I knew nothing when the raiders were here. But I've made sure that they have never come back again. And if they do, we are ready.
I think it would give your son peace of mind. Do you mind if we were to install a door? A door that could instantly take someone from here to our home and our home to here.
Sounds,
You could visit your son could visit you.
I don't. It's something I would have to take up with the circle of elders. I can't just, I say my people, but I'm not the leader here. I don't rule anything. I'm just
I
a
understand.
hunting tribe.
I understand.
Of course.
I would
Is it
like for you to come visit me. I would love that. I want to have a relationship with you. I want to see you more. But things of that magic,
I understand it can be scary.
Curiosity magic,
It's not. It's the farthest thing from curiosity magic.
you will have to make this argument with the elders, not with me. I would believe you.
I'm happy to. I have very firm proof that it's the farthest thing from curiosity magic.
We could also, it would set up a trade route between our two people. We
See
can
that?
supply it. We can supply you with other types of food that you don't get here. We could probably find some resource that we could probably trade back.
Well,
have-
whatever those creatures are, I imagine that meat would be a delicacy anywhere because I've never seen them before. What are they?
That was a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
That is a mouthful.
It is a mouthful.
I'm just experimenting words.
It could be a decent mount if trained
about
from
that.
birth. If
They're
trained from
They're
birth,
slow and they're stupid.
perfect to try and control.
I don't know. I'm a fan of my raptor. He is the perfect creature in my eyes. Out of all these creatures in this forest, he's fast, he's smart, he works well with his teammates. He understands that I'm part of his pack, and that we, wherever I go, he goes. We are bonded through souls in a way that I don't think a Tyrannosaurus Rex can.
Just out of curiosity, I'm gonna open my eyes to the fate strings and just see if what she's saying is actually true or is something she feels.
There is a mossy string that is wrapped around a scaly string.
Just curious.
They all have mossy strings. And the raptor pack that you saw before has scaly strings that wrap around owners. They're riders, not their owners.
Yeah.
Is there an altar or something in this temple?
What?
An altar.
An altar? Yes. Yes, there is. There is an altar to Om.
Okay.
There are candles lit and statues of Om carved out of like marble, which you can tell the entire structure is made out of like this yellowish marble.
Okay.
Like it was once. It was once just a huge chunk of marble that they have sanded and chipped off and created cities out of.
Yeah. Well, I won't force you on the decision. We'll talk to the elders, see what they say.
Yeah, I wish I could just say yes. If
Yeah,
I had any power.
It's all right. I would have actually very happy to talk to the elders. There might be other things we can talk to them about as well.
All right. Would you all like to spend the night here?
Sure.
The elders are on a retreat and they will be back soon. Some of our strong cavalrymen have been with them. They went to the ocean on the far side of the jungle to make a prayer to rain.
Rain.
Our crops aren't doing so good this year.
Well, I could fix that. You, or should I wait for the elders?
That would be a good show.
Good. I'll wait for the elders then.
Yeah, you've already impressed me. Both of you. I'm very impressed.
I'm gonna walk to the altar.
Okay.
Om is God of knowledge, isn't he?
Nature. God
Oh,
of nature.
God of nature. All right. What to do?
Hang on. Let me see Steve's writing or Sin's writing before I say this for sure. He's
Yeah, that's fine.
on the Discord page. Pantheon. Nature, knowledge, and innovation. Except they probably wouldn't believe in the innovation part.
But nature and knowledge.
Yeah.
I will. I will grab a book from my personal pocket dimension.
A book of what?
Just random book like history of Kyrinos, and put it down on the altar and just make a silent prayer, saying giving thanks for protecting his mother.
She appreciates it until you raise your hand and she sees the words Curiosity on it.
Mm.
She says, you should probably put the book back. The elders, it is in our history that we fled from Keranos.
Yes.
Keranos? Yeah.
Mm.
I'll get it right eventually.
I,
Sin was here.
I can promise you, Uranus won't be a threat much longer.
They're not a threat. We left them because they became.
Either way, they won't be a thing much longer. They'll be a distant memory.
That's interesting.
My friends and I are very much convinced that Kyrnus is in much need of a change in rulership. And we had planned to make that happen.
They think only of themselves and no one else. They think of just,
Others that don't
they
agree.
think anything in their capital city is better than anyone else. Everyone else is just a speck of dust.
Our city has been here for close to 1,000 years.
And I can assure you that probably no one would know about you because they do not like giving out information about certain cultures.
We've hidden here very well.
You had hidden here for very well. And if I hadn't used certain resources at my disposal, I would never have found you.
I'm glad you did.
So am I.
So you lodgings for us for the night?
Yes, yes. And she takes you deeper into the I don't know what to call it, the temple, I guess. And there's like little dorms with separate beds here and there. There's no furniture. It's very minimalistic. Fur on the beds. It's stuffed with hay and stuff like that.
This is all fine for me.
There's a small fireplace in each room. You're not quite sure where it vents to, but
So maybe rest until the elders get back.
Yes.
all right. And I'm gonna call it here. It's starting to get late.
Yep.
Yes, I'm getting very sleepy.
Yeah. I'm not, but I know it's getting late and I know it's getting really early for you.
Yeah.
But let's do highlights.
Oh. Highlights. Yeah, finding out Lilith's mum is pregnant with Monofec. Child. That was the big one.
I just can't. I don't. It's not okay.
Well, obviously, it's not okay, but it's still funny as fuck. The fact that the main highlight is the fact that we worked as a team.
That's fun, yeah. Really
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah,
Apart from
pretty
me
team
trying,
like there.
yeah, apart from me trying to swipe your book, and the rest of it
And,
was
yeah, pinching your ear. So poked at each other.
yeah.
We both knew we were dealing with something serious, like on either side.
Mm-hmm.
So we were able to rein it in while still making the other laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really proud of you. I am. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
No, I did. I was just playing him as a bit defensive and shy and everything.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I thought he would go as. Like, very nervous meeting his own mother.
She was very nervous meeting you. Touche.
But no, yeah, it was fun little session.
Yay! We all got what we wanted. We played D&D and Sin got to rest.
Yep.
Yes. That is always a good thing.
Let's see, my highlight though. I want to pick my favorite highlight. I think no, I think my favorite reaction was when I revealed who the baby belonged to. I really do. Because you were like, what if? And I was like, yeah, what if?
I'm so confused about the baby's gestation period though, because she's been away from him for years. That's worrisome.
I also love the highlight of
Oh.
me putting the fear into Lilith of you're being sick now.
I was genuinely concerned there for half a second. I was like, oh God. No, DM, don't take that idea. No, don't make me pregnant. Please don't. DM, please.
No pregnant teenagers. We're not doing that.
No fear of that in these games.
You want outside? You want outside? You want outside?
Okay.
But no, nice little session. It was always a good fun.
Yeah, blast.
Yeah. Flush out.
Natural one for that T-Rex on the first go.
Sorry, what was that?
The natural one on the T-Rex for the first turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucked.
That's when I knew we had it.
Yeah.
I was just really annoyed because it was just like, right, I'm gonna roll good. I rolled an 11. God damn it. Then I rolled a 6. God damn it. I was like, I want over 17. Give me this.
Your mom's pretty.
Yes, she is. But still, the fact that I'm part elf, not part human, it's like, oh, hang on a minute.
Ah,
Okay. I'm gonna stop recording.